We're at the Kyoto driving park at the Yamagiwa circuit in a Group 3 car on racing hard tyres. And this is a lap guide. At the time of recording, the Yamagiwa circuit at Kyoto in Group 3 cars is the Daily Race B in Gran Turismo 7. Checking the leaderboards at the moment, it's the Toyota Supra that appears to be the meta car. But I'm doing this lap guide in the Porsche 911 because it's a much more stable car and easier to drive while still being competitive enough for the races. Also bear in mind that there is an update coming to the game on Thursday the 27th of April, which may change things around a bit, so the meta could change, the lap times possible could change, so take that side of things with a pinch of salt. All the information should still help you get a decent lap on this circuit. Starting the lap, you want to keep over to the right hand side and looking out for this marshal box. Once you go past the box, dab the brakes and swing in, aiming for this curb on the inside. You'll notice that I'm straddling right across the curb. This really hooks the tyres in and allows you to take the corner much faster than you could normally. Once you see these two billboards in front of you, you can brake away from the curb, putting on the power and changing up, being careful not to go wide on the right. This next section is completely flat out. You want to be using the curbs on the left and the right to hook the car round the bends, turn it in slightly earlier than you think you need to. Going down the hill, you are looking out for your next braking marker, which is another marshal box on the right hand side. Again, as you go past this, dab the brakes, change down and swing in, hooking the curb as before. Once you see this lamppost, you want to start to get back on the power again. Build up the power gradually, trying to keep on the curb as you go round the bend, and once the bushes on the left thin out a bit, you can head over to the curb on the right, taking care not to go wide. This is another full power section as we go round the bend and down the hill, looking out for our next braking marker, which is this line on the right hand side. You want to be braking about a car's length before that, in a straight line, and then turn in around the 50 board. This chicane's really tricky and you can cut right across these corners. In qualifying that is fine, but be aware it could easily unsettle the car and spin you out. In a race I'd take it a bit slower and don't cut them quite so much. This section is all flat out again as you go round this bend, up the hill and around to the right. You're looking out for your next braking marker, which is at the start of this barrier on the right hand side. As you go past that, you're braking in a straight line and then swinging in for this really tight hairpin. Try not to hook up to the curb too much as it's easy to oversteer the car. Similarly, as you're getting on the power out of the hairpin, very easy to oversteer and spin out. So you're full speed down this section and you're looking out for this marshal box on the left hand side. You want to be turning in a few car lengths before that and then hitting the brakes at the end of this curb. You want to try and brake in as straight a line as possible towards the next corner, and then as you get to it, turn in early to cut across the curb. Be careful not to get on the power too soon as you will spin out or go wide. From there you're looking out for your final braking marker, which is this white line on the left hand side. You want to be hitting the brakes just before that white line and then swinging in for this final hairpin. Keep as tight as you can to the curb, but be careful of going on the curb as it can often cause the car to oversteer. Similarly, be really careful on the power out of the hairpin because it's very easy to oversteer there as well. And that completes a lap of the Kyoto Yamagiwa circuit with a time of 1:34.415. When I set the lap, it was a top 250 time, but it was Monday lunchtime. By the end of the week, I'd expect it to be much lower, but then again, if you could already go much faster than this, you probably don't need a lap guide. I've also shared the lap if you want to take a closer look or look at it from one of the different viewpoints. Just have a search in the discovery section for Gr.3 and you'll find the lap available there. If you add it to your collection, you can also race against this as a ghost. I've done a video with full instructions for that and I'll link to that down in the description. So that's all for this lap guide. Hopefully you found that useful. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. I've been Gr.3. Thanks for watching, and until next time, why not check out one of these two videos or consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to help out the channel further, memberships are available. There's a link to that down in the description. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.